welcome back to my home. So if you would have seen my last video, which was our July garden tour, you would have seen me realize that I kind of have an issue in the garden. So this is my first year planting spaghetti squash, and I didn't research it at all beforehand, and I thought that it would act kind of like a zucchini plant would, but it actually acts more of like a pumpkin would. So it gets very viney, and I didn't account for that at all. And so we were on a trip, we came back, and with a matter of a week, it had completely spread. The vines are like 4 or 5 feet at this point. And so we needed a quick solution to trellis these things, and so that's what we're gonna be taking care of today. Thankfully, I had some of these grid panels stored at my parents' house back from when I used to do flea markets. So it's not the ideal situation, but it's inexpensive and it'll get the job done. And that's what we need right now. We need a quick fix. So we're gonna be putting these up on the side walls of the bed, and then we got 6 of these 8-foot T-posts, and that's how we're gonna be securing it. So hopefully this works. I did a lot of research yesterday, and it seems like a grid sort of trellis is the best for such a heavy plant. A stake or kind of like the string trellis method probably wouldn't be ideal just because it's not sturdy enough. So this should be very sturdy, and hopefully it gets the job done. So let's do it. Okay, so we have our first T-post in, and a couple things. We do not have a post driver. That would be ideal if you have one of those. Second option that would be most ideal is a rubber mallet. We also do not have one of those. So we're making do with a hammer and a piece of wood so that you're not doing metal on metal. And how's it working, babe?
It's tiring, but it's okay.
It's tiring, but the post is in, so
it's working.
That's good. It is helpful to have a second person like myself to hold it to get it started, and then to just make sure that it's somewhat level as he's hitting it, because he's just whacking it. Another thing that we found is a little bit helpful is wetting the ground to just make the post drive in there easier if you don't have a post driver. So first one's in, 5 more to go. Alright, so we called an audible, and I don't know if you can tell, but instead of having the 2 grids vertical like you see here, and then having to do 3 posts to be able to secure both sides of the panels, what we ended up doing, so that we only have to do 2 posts just because it's taking forever because we don't have the right tools, we turned these horizontal, and then we're just gonna stack them, so that way we only have to put in 2 T-posts. Oh. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
It'll save us some time and energy. So, we do lose probably, 6 inches of height, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Good?
I would give you a thumbs up, but I don't want this to fall.
Okay. So we have our first T-post clip on here. They feel very secure, but they're a little bit difficult. Zip ties would do just as fine and be way easier, but we have these. All right, 1/2 is done, and I think this is gonna work. So now I'm just gonna try to find the vines and get this half up. So I'm not sure if one plant, oh yeah, one plant has multiple vines, okay. So, but if you see these little like strangled little stringy mess, that is actually what the plant uses to climb and grab onto things. So you don't need to zip tie the actual vine themselves. The plant will actually like grab onto whatever it can. It's kind of interesting. So I'm gonna try, if I can, and like use its own strings. I don't know if I can do that, or if I'm gonna have to like put these to begin with and then, or if I should put this through.
I feel like you should weave the plant through.
Should I weave it through?
Yeah. just a couple times at least.
There, and then like the plant literally will grab around this on its own. Huh, just like that. It's kind of interesting. All right, there's one vine. And then every single day that I come out here, I'm just gonna like train each plant to go this direction or this plant to go that direction. And then it should take off from there. Yeah, see, like these are completely like stuck to each other. Yeah, next year ideally I would get like some sort of arch. I know that everybody is doing the cattle panel trellises right now and the cattle panel arches. I think the concept is really smart and it's an affordable thing to do. Personally, I would like to find something maybe prettier, but the concept still applies. That I think it's a great way to vertically garden when you have small spaces. These are stuck together. There. Yeah, so this is going to be very interesting to see how this goes. I've never had such a crazy plant before. Alright, now I have to do the second side.
Try here.
When putting the clips on, you really just want to make sure that your post is centered in between a grid. That way you're not having to be like having these things in your way, the vertical bars. So you'll take the small hook and attach it to the grid and then line up the triangle. Like this triangle shape kind of fits right on the back of this T-post. So you'll hook it, wrap it around like a hug, and then this part you'll need pliers for, because you'll kind of undo this, wrap it underneath, and then wrap the wire back around to hold it. Good.
That's coming out.
This is already looking so much better, and I think it's super helpful because we've cleared out all this space in the bed, and so we're creating airflow. And then also, if you can see right here, we can actually spot our fruit now because it's up and we can see. And then it'll be easier for pollinators to get to when the flowers are open, because they won't be buried down under a bunch of foliage. They'll be up where the bees and pollinators can get to them. So I think that this is going to work out great.